There's a story of a man who was a servant of the king. He served the king, and he was very loyal to the king, very devoted, very enthusiastic about his service for the king. And the king wished to reward him, give him a special reward, and elevate him above the other servants. And so from his treasuries he drew out a beautiful cloak, a royal cloak, a satin cloak, and he gave this cloak to the servant. The servant, however, not being used to the ways of nobility, of the princes, so he thought, the cloak of the king, I should wear it at all times. He wore it in the house, he wore it in the street, he wore it in the day, he wore it at night, he wore it in the fields while doing work, while doing manual labor. And of course the cloak became filthy, and the cloak became very ragged and torn. And it happened one day, the king saw him with the cloak, and he got very angry, and he said, look, what have you done to the royal cloak? You've turned it into a royal shmata. What is this? And of course he punished him. And the analogy is, we too have a nobility to us. We are noble creatures, noble beings. And we have to uphold that nobility. We have to have a self-respect and a dignity which reflects who we are and what we have. This is vital, this is important. Says the Akadis Yitzchak, who brings this parable, that this applies specifically to this week's Parsha. The Parsha is called Metzora. It deals with spiritual afflictions. And the name Metzora hints to the word Moitzi Ra. That's how the rabbis explain. Moitzi Ra, he says evil. And that obviously is the speech of evil speech, is the major source of tzaras, of this type of affliction. And here again we have to understand, speech is a special gift, a special privilege. It sets us up over all other creatures in the world. No other creature, no other creation in the world has the power of speech. It brings us as close to the angels. This is the power we have. But we have to not abuse it. We have to use it correctly. So if we use it for evil, if we use it for slander, if we use it to hurt other people and to harm them financially or emotionally, so then we spoil it. If we use it for crude speech, vulgar speech, coarse speech, we spoil it. And on the contrary, we have to realize this privilege and use this gift to speak beautiful words, kind words, elevating words, inspire other people, encourage other people. This really is what we were given the gift for, and we have this ability. And if we'll use our power of speech to speak in a noble way, we will elevate others around us, we'll elevate ourselves, and we'll merit to live a beautiful and successful life in this world and in the next as well.